How we doing, everybody? I'm back with another badass video. Well, it's not really badass because I'm kind of sad about this one today, but I'm gonna fire it at you right now. Everybody has messaged me for the last week and a half, maybe two, maybe three, maybe a month. Shit, month and a half. It's been a long time. But the influx has gone through the roof. Love late. What is going on at Gambler? Everybody wants to know. I don't work there. I'm not part of that company, but yes, I can tell you because we have a lot of people inside the marine industry that like to talk to us, which is really good. As far as I know, I will lay it out right now, Gambler is done. Hat Creek itself is empty, the factory is empty as far as I'm understanding, and they are not making boats anymore. That is what I've heard through the grapevine. I've heard that multiple sources. I've had a lot of people message me about receiving boat that's not finished. I've had people message me, I've had dealerships message me that had mentioned of them not receiving their boat and their boat being sold to individuals. And I've heard some horror stories of some boats that were built at the end from some people. But those are all hearsay stuff. I don't have the exact, but far as I am confirming through everything that I've been told, there's nothing happening at Hat Creek. So, that's bad. That's bad, but it's one of those things. You know, take a run. When we were there, it was an energized company. It was energized. It was ready to rock and roll. There was a lot going on. The boat that I drove, the boat that I was in, had a lot of upside. Tons and tons of positive upside. But like we said, that's a niche market. Gambler was a niche market, but I think that it wouldn't have been an issue. I just don't think it would have been an issue. There was some inside company things that went down, I think, that presented itself as basically a starting of the spiraling. I don't know, but there was all stuff going on there that just, I think was the toilet being flushed type shit. You know, it was just a matter of when the water runs out of the toilet. It's a bad deal. It's a bad deal. The 135 thing was probably in effect. You mean, and if it is over, I feel for Scotty G. I know he put a lot of money into it. I know he quit what he was doing and took a chance. And I mean, it is what it is. Heath Murphy, you know, that guy knows boats. That guy knows what he's doing. Any of you guys that are sitting kind of half finished or whatever, I think I would reach out to that guy. If it was me, I'd reach out to that guy and see what he would recommend, where to take them, how to get it done, how to get it finished, whatever. Class act guy. I believe Heath Murphy's a class act guy. I never had any conflicts with Scotty G at all, but it's bad. It's bad when a company like that fails. When a company like that goes under, it's bad for the industry. Whether you like it or not, boat companies become stronger when ones are eliminated. They're stronger because there's less, and when there's less, means there's prices that are set to influx, I'm sure, and then they're going to influx because there's less builders. We need as many builders as we can. We need as many builders to be around it and being to the point of the consumer. Now, Gambler was a niche market, like we talked about. They were literally a niche market. They were a $100,000 boat. There's no way around it. When you have a $100,000 boat, you have to live up to that $100,000 boat reputation. I mean, that's just simple. Lamborghini rolls off, or Ferrari rolls off the lot. It's a Ferrari. It's a Lamborghini. They badge it that way, and it is done that way. I think that is probably part of the issue that was going on. You have a standard to hold to, and if you're not going to hold to that standard, you're going to go away, and that can happen. So I think that's kind of what happened, what was going on there. I know that, like I said, there were some internal company things that just weren't meshing, and things were starting to fall apart, and things were starting to go away. And you can't build boats by yourself because you can't get them done quick enough. The rob Peter to pay Paul thing doesn't work every time. If that's what was going on, I don't know, but Gambler is, I'm 98% sure that it's over, that it is done. I don't know where the molds are. I don't know where any of the stuff is, but it's a sad day. It's a sad day when they're not around no more, because that's a boat that shouldn't go to the wayside. It should be built. It should be built, and you never know who could end up with it. You just don't know, and I hope it finds its way back into the industry, and I hope there's some builders that'll take the notion to go get it, and build them, and build them the correct way, and build them for longevity and long time. And I'm sure a lot of you people know about it. I'm sure you people maybe have some experiences. I'm sure there's some of the rumors out there that are going through Our info is pretty rock solid. When we get it, we research it. We just don't go off a whim and take it and run with it. We usually try to find a secondary or third source when we hear things, and we find 2 or 3 sources that are consistent with each other, then we usually bring it to you. We appreciate you guys reaching to us to talk about Gambler and go that way, being that we kind of released that first video for them probably at Hat Creek. And like I said, when we were there, they were an energized company. There's a difference though, like when you go to Icon and you go to Gambler, they're operating with, when we were there, three people, four people maybe. My biggest thing is if you're an owner, you got to be there first and make sure you're there. And if you're not there, you're gonna do something. I'm finally at a point where I don't have to be here first anymore. It's kind of taking a long time, but you can't go into it showing up at 10, 11 o'clock some days. You got to be there before, and you got to be there after when you're starting a company, especially when you're trying to brand it your way. But that's just the bad news for today on the Team Talk. If you got anything, we want to hear about it. Everybody wants to hear about it. And that's what I was telling Jordan. Jordan's like, what are we going to do? How are we going to do this? And I don't want to attack anybody, but this is a good platform for anybody to speak. Scotty G, if you're watching, this is your time to just kind of come out and just be like, yeah, it's just not going to work, guys. And I apologize. I gave it everything I had, and it just didn't work out, you know. I think the American people and the Gambler family would respect something like that versus just going away. It's kind of how they are. I mean, there's the Allison people, there's the Bullet people, there's the Blazer people, there's the Ballistic people, Stratos, Ranger, and there is the Gambler people for sure. We've seen that so many times that the Gambler people are real, and there's a bunch of them. So there might be a couple Gambler guys out there that are got a bunch of money that are just like, maybe we should start building them ourselves. If you do, I'd contact Heath Murphy for sure. I'd get him on board. And I know there's some stuff that I know that I'm not going to talk about. I'm not going to talk about any of that stuff, or some stuff that was going down and some other stuff, but I'm just going to lay it out. That's just what I've heard. Some boats not being finished, some boats getting, and I kind of felt it was going that way when the demo boat got sold. You know, I kind of saw that the demo boat was for sale and it got sold. That's trying to get rid of some of the important stuff to pay for some shit that's coming down the pipeline, you know what I mean? I heard a long time ago that there just wasn't people working there. You know, it was, and I didn't want to release a video till I was pretty certain that shit was over. So, bad day. I don't think it has been released or announced. So maybe there's a comeback opportunity that's going to happen. But as of now, I don't think they're building Gambler bass boats today. And from what I understand, they could be, because I heard there was orders. So, but I just heard that there's nothing going on. It's done essentially. Lights are off. So that's it, I guess, on this quick video. If you know anything, make sure you're commenting here. Like I said, let's just be honest, be normal, be legit. I don't want to see a bunch of bad snaps or anything like that. We will remove some of that stuff if it does start to happen, because that's not what the platform's about. But we just want people to be up and front and honest and just be, I think who was that last guy that just posted, what was his name, Daniel or something, that had gotten a boat back that I think it's sitting at a marina and they're rigging it for him or something. Steve Glenn. Yeah, Steve Glenn, he dropped that post. Steve, if you watch my stuff, you know, hats off for you for making the attempt to do the Gambler thing. I can't apologize for Gambler, but I can say I wish it'd get finished for you the right way. It comes down to, you know, passion. It comes down to commitment. It comes down just to being that guy and being around it. So, I think you're still gonna have a decent boat, Steve, but it's just a matter of finishing it, and I think you're gonna sell it or do whatever. So if you're looking for a boat, type in Steve Glenn on Facebook, and you'll see the boat he's got and what he's doing. So I think he's trying to sell it, I believe, right? I believe he's trying to sell that boat so you could go get yourself a Gambler if you really want one. I don't know construction-wise how that boat's built. You know, it was probably towards the end. It was probably towards the end when that one was getting done, but it's a 21-footer, so I mean, that's an expensive boat, expensive hull. That's what I got for you. Make sure you're commenting here. Make sure you're using this platform right now today to just lay it on the line. Scotty G, if you're watching, you know, take my hat off to you for giving it a run. But if you need to speak, you can speak right here. Speak here to these people. I know you can speak on the Gambler platform, but it's more than just Gambler on here. It's pretty much the world. So it's a pretty big group now. Anybody that's Heath Murphy, if you're watching, you want to comment. Anybody, Rick Pierce, you're watching, you want to comment. I don't care. I just want people to understand what's going on. So if the doors are closed, it's a great time just to come out and say, yes, we are done. There's no more being built. La-di-da-di-da. We regret to inform that this happened, and this is the way it's going down. So that's it. That's what I got for you. Not much excitement in this video. I apologize, but when a company goes away in the industry, it's kind of bad. I mean, it'd be the same if Ranger would quit, or the same when Legend was done. And all that stuff happened. It's not good for the industry, because when we have less builders, we have the ability to keep the prices the way they are. And not that Gambler was going to ever bring the price down, but it's like Icon. Icon can set a standard, and they have kind of set a standard when it comes to what they're building. That's it. That's what I got for you, Jordan. You got anything more?
Underboard t-shirts are out.
They are?
Yep.
The Underboard t-shirt is out. Do we have a click link anywhere that we can go? Here?
Yep.
Boom, it's right up there. Get up there, make sure you click on that thing. Yeah, get the Underboard t-shirt. Get yourself, it's not out yet?
Oh, it's done.
Have we sold any?
Oh, yeah.
Have we?
Yeah.
That's cool, I love that. I love that, that's cool. Make sure you get yourself an Underboard t-shirt. Get yourself an Underboard t-shirt and support the Underboard any way possible. That's what we can do. Maybe help them along a little bit. Yeah, they didn't like that last video. They got mad at us.
Yeah.
There were some people on that. They didn't really like that last video, but you guys did. And that's what's more important. Anyway, that's it. That's all we got. That's it. Comment, subscribe, click notification bell to witness the madness. Hell, I don't know who's singing it right now. I think Heath Murphy's still probably screaming it because he watches all these still. Speed, money, no brakes. Get yourself a t-shirt. They say Underboard. I'm out. See ya.